This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Las Cruces. We are at Mayfield High School tonight as the Alamogordo Tigers get ready to face off here against the Mayfield Trojans. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks so much for tuning in to this evening's broadcast. The Tigers looking to feel a little more confident in their district tournament seeding as they would be in the 4 spot pretty securely if they can come out of here with a victory tonight. But obviously going to take a hard-fought battle. It was a close game the first time around, actually the first 2 times these 2 teams played, and would be very surprised if it was anything other than that going into tonight's matchup. Both teams on the floor warming up. We're starting just a little bit late. We'll probably tip off around 7:20. We had, or I should say Mayfield had their senior night presentation, and JV and C team ran a little bit late, not too bad. So we're running, I wouldn't say, there are late nights, there are late nights. This one isn't too bad, in all honesty. So Tigers warming up just below me. I am going to be sitting behind the Mayfield bench on the second level here. So Tigers will go, I believe, right to left in the first half, left to right in the second half. But, yeah, the Tigers have 2 wins over Mayfield this year. And I'd say what, the first win over Mayfield, that was really a kind of a catalyst for their season moving in a better direction after getting off to kind of a slow start over the first couple weeks. You know, they had wins over Deming and, you know, hadn't really shown, I think, what they were capable of. And that game, I think, stood out maybe more than any others initially. And then, you know, picked up wins over Espanola Valley and over Cathedral. A couple other solid wins in there, too. They beat Clovis. But, you know, obviously the thing worth watching now is, you know, can they finish strong down the stretch here and, you know, head into the district tournament here in a couple weeks with some momentum on their side. Coming off a difficult loss on Monday to Oregon Mountain. They were right there with the Trojans, or I should say the Knights, on Monday night. It was tied up going to the fourth quarter. And then, you know, Oregon Mountain being one of the better teams in the state and certainly have shown themselves to be the best team in the district. Really pulled away in the fourth quarter, but Tigers gave a good account of themselves. Can they back that up tonight, you know, against a team that they have defeated, but it's on the road? And, you know, Mayfield, you know, badly would like to grab a win. They're thinking the same thing as the Tigers. You know, hey, our path to the playoffs is going through the district tournament, so we need this win. And, you know, just like last Thursday at Centennial, you know, kind of a similar situation. You know, the Tigers certainly had a chance to win that game at Centennial last week, couldn't quite pull it out. And, you know, tonight's, you know, another one that's certainly going to be very challenging for the Tigers to come in here. And it's a senior night, too, man. I don't care who you're playing. When it's senior night, it's always one of those things that, you know, you want to win that game as a senior. And not only that, the underclassmen, the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen that are playing on the varsity side, they want to win just as bad, you know, for those guys. The seniors and part of that group. So, I mean, there's a lot to be said about that extra little bit of motivation, you know, emotion maybe going into tonight's game. So, Tigers continue to warm up below me. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, and we will come back here to Mayfield High School, the Alamogordo Tigers, and the Mayfield Trojans tipping off for you here on Alamo Sports and Talk. You haven't missed anything if you tuned in and thought, oh, the game already started at 7 or running just a little bit late, so we'll get this one going before too long. We'll return here to the to Mayfield High School right after this. Stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All others subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Mayfield High School. Alamogordo Tigers and the Mayfield Trojans tipping off here in about 5 minutes or so as the Tigers warm up just below us. We've got other games going on tonight as well. Alamogordo girls should tip off around 7:30 tonight against the number 3 ranked in the state Mayfield Lady Trojans. That'll be a challenging game for Lady Tigers. I think Mayfield won 64-32 in the first matchup between those two teams. Mescalero Apache girls, I believe I saw the final was 47-41. They got the win over Capitan tonight, so that was a big win for the Lady Chiefs. We'll post full results or full stats and stuff on our Facebook page for y'all. Mescalero boys are also playing up at Capitan tonight. Cloudcroft boys and girls are in Lawrenceburg tonight. Alamogordo tennis winners today. The boys 9-0, the girls 6-3 in their duel against Goddard today. And they'll be back at it next week when they travel to the Albuquerque tournament. I don't know what the exact name of that tournament is, but they'll be spending 3 days up in Albuquerque, the 20th, 21st, and the 22nd. So best of luck to them on that. As for this game coming up, as we've been talking about, Alamogordo does have a pair of wins already against Mayfield and trying to finish up the regular season sweep. I think there's a legitimate chance that these two teams are probably playing each other in the first game of the district tournament. Now, this game could determine whether that game is here or in Alamogordo. So that'll be a big part of tonight's game in regards to that. So the Tigers picked up a 55-44 win over Mayfield. And that was a game I think Mayfield grabbed a lead just at the start of the second half, and then Alamo was able to pull back ahead and then jump out to about a 10-point lead and kind of stayed there for most of the middle of the third quarter into the fourth quarter as well. So they really did a pretty solid job of controlling that matchup, and they jumped out to a big early lead against Mayfield. over at the Goddard tournament, the Poke Horn tournament earlier this year. I guess it's not Goddard technically, it's the Roswell tournament, but 63-55 the final there. So since these two teams last played, Tigers have lost 3 of 4. They lost to Cruces 62-40. They beat Gadsden 71-44. Would lose to Centennial 56-51, and then we talked about the 72-59 loss to Oregon Mountain, even though on Max Prep for some reason it's listed as 71-59. Maybe got the score wrong somewhere in there. Mayfield, meanwhile, since these two teams have played, beat Gadsden 63-44. Have lost their last 3, 60-49 to Oregon Mountain. Lost a 6-point game in overtime to Las Cruces, but lost to Centennial the second go-around. That was a 14-point defeat to Centennial that run around. So we will see if the Tigers can pick another win over Mayfield. And that's kind of the way this district's been. It's been hard to really get an exact feel of, from game to game, what we can expect from everybody. And tonight's another one of those. I mean, we'll just see, who comes out and plays up to their capabilities tonight. And, if the Tigers shoot the basketball well, which they did really well on Monday night, if they can do that again tonight, going to give themselves a good chance to get out of here with a win. And I would say overall this year, they've been getting more consistent with their jump shooting. That was something that, they were really struggling with at times earlier in the season where they just could not get shots to fall. But, it has crept up there a little bit. The Oregon Mountain game, the first run around, they did not shoot the ball particularly well, and Cruces as well. So, we'll see. Tigers are still looking for their first road district win and certainly hope to grab it tonight here against Mayfield. Getting a little bit closer to tonight's tip-off, and starting lineups will be coming up for you here in just a little while. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Don't forget you can listen to us wherever you are. Of course, we're on the radio, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, but we're also online, the Alamo Sports YouTube channel. Just search Alamo Sports and you'll find us. You can also go to alamosportsandtalk.com, the Exciter Media app, which you can download on your phone or on your tablet, and you can also go to your Alexa device and say enable Alamo Sports Talk and listen to us that way as well. So lots of different venues for you to stay tuned with what's going on with Tiger Sports, and we're always happy to keep you up to date with what's going on. It's always a good thing to like us on Facebook as well, the Alamo Sports Facebook page. You can find us there and keep up with all the games that are going on. Tularosa, Mescalero, Apache, Cloudcroft, Alamogordo, of course, and we'll keep you up to speed. All right, we're going to go ahead and take another commercial break, and we return. We'll have starting lineups and tip-off. Alamogordo boys basketball as they face off against Mayfield in a District 3 5A matchup. You're listening to 101.9 FM and 1230 AM.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back to Mayfield High School and the Alamogordo Tigers and the Mayfield Trojans getting ready to tip off. The Tigers starters for tonight, Jaden Hernandez, number 3, as he is a 5'11 freshman. Number 5, Antoine Herrera Hamilton, a 5'11 senior for the Tigers. Number 15, Julian Favela, a 6'4 sophomore. Number 24, Marcus Jordan Bryant Jr. He is a 6-foot senior and has been playing some really good basketball recently. And lastly, it's number 34, Bryson Bloom, a 6-foot sophomore. I do see that no Isaiah Richards on the Alamogordo roster tonight. That'll be somebody that they'll certainly miss in tonight's matchup. On the other side, for the Mayfield Trojans, they will go with number 5, Ruben Rivera. He is a 5'9 senior. Number 15, Caden Tapia, also a senior, 5'10. Number 24, Tyson Foster, a 5'9 senior. Number 30 is Troy Mancias, and he is a 5'10 senior. And number 41, Zayden Salcido, a 6-foot senior. So going with the tradition of having your seniors be your starting 5 on senior nights. Certainly appreciate that. Ben Trujillo, the head coach for the Trojans, and, of course, Alamogordo Tiger head coach Jeremy Nee. So a little bit longer intro here to get this one going. They had a hype video and some music, and now they're announcing the reserves for the Mayfield Trojans. So, yeah, Tigers, that's a little bit shorthanded for them. To not have Isaiah, who's either been a starter for the Tigers or has gotten a lot of minutes coming off the bench. So we'll see who kind of fills that role. Certainly guys like Will Bynum and Aaron Herrera, Julian Benitez, you'd have to believe as well for Alamogordo. So just makes your bench a little bit shorter, which is not necessarily a great thing, but you just kind of have to deal with it at the end of the day. That's how it goes. So the Trojans will be in their white home jerseys with the forest green numerals and outlined in yellow. Tigers are in their road blacks, white numerals, gold outlining. Alamogordo across the front of their jerseys. Mayfield has Mayfield in cursive across the front of their jersey. So almost ready for tonight's tip-off between the Tigers and the Trojans. I do have more details on the Mescalero Apache win at Capitan for the girls. They defeated Capitan 47-41, Skyland Jotty 13, Elizabeth Rocha had 10. So congrats to the Lady Chiefs. I believe that's 3-2 in district for them now. And they've got a big game on Saturday against Lordsburg that they could find themselves in a tie for first place if they grab that win. Pretty good crowd here at Mayfield High School tonight. Of course, you've got a good contingent of Alamogordo fans that have made the trip. And we are ready for tip-off now as the final bit of the warm-ups have gone through. And the Tigers will see if they can grab win number 3 here against Mayfield this season. Officials ready to go as well. At least 2 of the 3 familiar to me. All 3 actually. So these are guys that we've seen in Alamogordo's over the season. So we'll see what, hopefully not too much of an impact there, that it's just a regularly called game and we're ready to go. So I guess the other question is, I think they need a basketball. Oh, there it is. All right, so the official coming to the center circle, Julian Favela. Zayden Salcido will tip off, and it is controlled. Well, it was controlled by Favela initially, but then Mayfield comes away with it, and they will go left to right here in the first half. And out top with it, Rivera with the basketball. Gives it to Salcido. Foster out to the corner, back to Rivera. Rivera right corner. And looking to drive is Mancias. Back out top. And at the free throw line, Foster will get it. Foster working the lane. Foster goes to the basket, and contact there. Surprised no foul called, but Alamogordo will grab the rebound off the missed shot. Hernandez lost the basketball, kind of went up towards his head, but got to it and then just threw it to an open corner. Nobody was there in the right corner, and Alamogordo turns it over. So it'll be a far sideline inbounds as Mancias will put it in here for Mayfield. As the ball goes to Salcido. Now Foster, ball's in the backcourt still. Foster will bring it across the timeline. Foster kicks it up to the left wing, and that's going to be a 2. That is good for Zayden Salcido. Into the front court with it, it'll be Hernandez over to the corner, Herrera-Hamilton. Herrera-Hamilton try to feed a bounce pass to Bloom, but it was behind him. And so 2, I would say, poor opening possessions offensively for Alamogordo. Both ended up in turnovers. Foster at the near sideline, gets in the front court to Rivera. Rivera looks to drive baseline, gets cut off to the right corner. Here's Foster. Foster working his way towards the basket. He's going to get called for a travel. And Alamogordo will get the possession back. Hernandez to Bryant, then back to Hernandez on the inbounds. Jaden will bring it into the front court for the Tigers. Hands it off to Marcus, top of the key 3. That's good. Just continues his really hot shooting over the last 3 or 4 games and gets the Tigers on the board. 3-2 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Foster dishes it up into the front court to the left wing to Mancias. Now back to Foster at the top of the key. Rivera holds it right wing extended with Herrera-Hamilton on him. Top of the key, Mancias. He'll fire up a 3, and he'll miss. Hernandez will grab the rebound. And Hernandez double teamed in the corner, gives it up to Herrera-Hamilton. Right back to Hernandez. He comes up the far sideline. Hernandez looks to attack, and he is going to be fouled as he came inside the 3-point line. First foul of the game will be called on the Trojans, and number 15, Caden Tapia. Baseline right inbounds for the Tigers as Favela will find Bryant. Left wing fires up a 3. That one's no good. Rebound by Mancias, and he will give it up to Rivera. Rivera across the timeline. And he continues dribble and just kind of holds in the center circle. To his left to Mancias, and now all the way back around to the right wing. Comes off a screen, does Rivera. Rivera, a little give and go to Tapia, I believe. Or I'm sorry, Salcido. Salcido is going to be fouled inside. As they'll call the foul on, I believe it was Favela. So each team on 1 foul. And the first free throw going to roll off for Salcido. 5:23 to go first quarter. Tigers 3, Trojans 2. Both teams offensively have not been particularly sharp here to begin the game. Second free throw is good and ties it up for Salcido. It'll be Hernandez that'll bring it to the front court for Alamogordo. guarded by Mancias. Man-to-man defense for the Trojans. Bryant gets the ball out of the center circle. Bryant will find Favela, right corner three. It's no good. Rebound is going to be taken away by Herrera Hamilton. It was Tapia that grabbed the rebound, and Herrera Hamilton just stole it away from him and put up the lay-in. Took it out of his hands. Mancias gets it up ahead to Rivera. Rivera to the top of the key. Cut off by Hernandez. 5-3 Alamogordo. 4:48 to go in the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. At the right wing, Salcido finds Tapia. At the left wing, Mancias going to try another three. That's no good. Rebound. Hernandez rips it away. He comes up the near sideline. Gives it up to Bryant. Bryant, Herrera Hamilton. A couple of pump fakes. Eventually gets the shot up. He's fouled and one. Good patience there from Antoine Herrera Hamilton. As one player flew by, he did the pump fake. Another player went up, and another player kind of got on his back a bit, and he went up with the shot and finished. And a full line change here for Mayfield as their 5 seniors come off the floor. And they bring on Gabriel Herrera, the junior, number 14. Number 12, Hector Gallegos, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 21, Christian Covarrubia, 6'1" sophomore. Number 23, Fernando Corona, a 6'1" sophomore. And Antoine misses on the free throw. And the Tigers lead is 7-3, 4:24 to go in the first. It is Gabriel Herrera with the basketball. Also in the game was Samuel Bayad, 6'1" junior. Now at the right wing, Gallegos. Top of the key, Corona. Corona fires up the shot, no good. Rebound out to the corner, no Tiger went to it, an easy rebound from Mayfield, but then Marcus Bryant Jr. steals it. Marcus trying to come up the floor. Certainly looked like he either got hit on the arm or the ball was knocked away from him, but I guess just lost it. Julian Benitez is coming into the game, as is Ethan Grinder. And subbing out is Antoine Herrera Hamilton and Julian Favela. Hernandez, Bryant, and stay on the floor for Alamogordo. It is Bayad with the basketball at the right wing to the top of the key. Pick and roll, and rolling to the basket is Covarrubia. And then on the inbounds, Alamogordo had it deflected out, but they'll keep possession. And Hernandez will bring it in the front court for the Tigers. Grinder gets the ball at the left wing. Gives it up to Hernandez. He goes to the right elbow, fires at the jump shot, no good. Crashing the boards was Grinder. Couldn't squeeze it, and the ball is deflected out of bounds. And it'll be Mayfield possession. 3:25 to go in the first. Trojans trailing the Tigers 7-5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Gallegos will slow walk it into the front court for Mayfield. With Grinder on him, Gallegos gets right of the lane, goes up with the shot with the left hand and finishes. Pretty good defense there from Ethan. But Gallegos got it to go. Here's Hernandez, top of the key with the basketball, gives it up to Bryant now. Tied up at 7. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bloom at the right wing. Bryson working to the baseline and trying to find a teammate. Eventually does. It's Bryant who's got the ball at the right wing. Marcus gets to the free throw line, fires a jump shot. He's hit on the arm by Corona, and Bryant will get 2 free throws. So Marcus with a 3 to open up the game and has a chance to add to his total here. And Marcus will rattle out on the first. Will Bynum comes into the game. Bryson Bloom will check out. So the Tigers just with a couple of starters remaining in the game. As Bryant will make the second free throw and put Alamogordo in front by 1, 8-7. Gallegos gives it up to his left to Corona, then back to Gallegos. Bayad gets the ball about midcourt, feeds it up ahead to Herrera. Herrera dribbles between the circles. His team down by 1, 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bayad at the right wing. Now to the top of the key, they give it up left wing. And another pick and roll here. Going to the basket, Gallegos is going to be fouled. He makes the shot, and with a chance at a three-point play. So it'll be Gallegos to give his team a 2-point advantage, and he does so. He's got 5 points. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter, and it's 10-8. Mayfield in front of Alamogordo. Hernandez to Benitez at the right wing. Gets it to Grinder. Grinder trying to post up. Gets in close. Can't get the shot to go. Pretty good move to the basket. Just didn't have the finish, which at times has been the struggle for Ethan. Gallegos looked like he was going to step into a left wing three. Holds up on it and feeds it back outside to Herrera. 1:55 to go in the first quarter. Tigers down by 2. Ball at the right wing, it's Herrera. He gets to the free throw line. The Tigers went under the screen. Got an open look, but couldn't finish. And Alamogordo with the rebound as Bryant will push it in the front court for the Tigers. Gets just in front of the free throw line, fires up the jump shot, and finishes. Marcus Bryant Jr. with 6, and Alamogordo's tied it back up at 10. 1.5 minutes remaining. And driving to the basket, going up the left hand, but not able to finish is Corona. Tigers into the front court. Here's Hernandez in the left wing. Pull-up jump shot. That's true. Good from Jaden Hernandez, and the Tigers with a 12-10 lead. Was given a little bit of space and took advantage of it with the mid-range jump shot. And then a bad pass for Mayfield as Corona tried to feed it to Herrera, who actually had gotten away from his defender. If the pass is on the mark, it's probably an easy lay-in. They had set a screen up at the top of the key away from the basketball, and it had worked, but the delivery was not there. Under a minute to go. Alamogordo leads 12-10 as Hernandez brings it in the front court for the Tigers. To the right corner, Aaron Herrera just checked into the game, fires up a three. It's no good. The rebound is grabbed by Herrera for the Trojans. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that. Gabriel Herrera. Top of the key, it's Bayad. Over to the left wing, Covarrubia. Now it's in the hands of Corona, who will give it up to Gallegos. Gallegos at the right wing to Bayad in the right corner. Pump fakes. Now working his way towards the basket, kicks it outside. Right corner three on the way is good. And that is Christian Covarrubia as Mayfield with the lead here, 13-12. Hernandez into the front court. Ball at the right wing, it's Herrera. Herrera will give it up to Benitez. Benitez will give it up to Hernandez. 7 seconds remaining. Now it's Bynum, top of the key. Bynum dishes it up to Benitez. Benitez not going to get a shot off. Pretty good defense there from Mayfield on that possession. And Alamogordo will trail by 1 after 1 quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Trojans 13, the Tigers 12. This is Tiger basketball.
When life is in full swing, First National mobile banking app provides a useful solution to help you manage your finances. Check your balance, pay bills, or deposit a check. Banking on the go, anytime, anywhere. This is Susie with First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Start of quarter number 2 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Tigers trail 13-12 as Bynum gets the inbounds, gives it up to Herrera. Herrera finds Grinder in the lane. Grinder goes up with the right hand off the glass and finishes. Drawn up play out of the timeouts as they set screens out of the top of the key for Herrera. Grinder floated to the middle of the lane, and the Tigers executed well. They have a 14-13 lead. Ball at the right wing. It's Foster. And looks like the seniors back out of the floor for Mayfield as they've changed 5 back in. And ball at the right wing, Mencius. Out between the circles, Rivera. Foster will go to Tapia at the free throw line. And ball stays out on the perimeter. Rivera could have gotten called for a travel. It looked like he slid his pivot foot, but Trojans keep possession, continue to work it on the outside. Tigers playing pretty good defense on this possession. Rivera at the right wing. Gives it over to the far sideline to Mencius, then back to Rivera. And I think Mayfield going to try something different here as they draw up a new play. Rivera will give it to Foster, right back to Rivera. Rivera off a screen. Goes out to the left corner. Foster open for 3, no good. And Grinder able to grab the rebound and give it up to Hernandez. Aaron Herrera gets the ball and now works in the lane. Had the ball poked away by Foster. And here come the Trojans. Foster with the ball at the right wing. Gives it up to the left corner. 3 on the way is good from Hayden Tapia. 16-14, Mayfield in front. And it's Hernandez bringing it in the front court for the Tigers. Bynum at the right wing. They'll give it up to Grinder. And then tried to feed it to Hernandez, but passes off the mark. Stolen away to the basket. Going up with the shot and finishing is Mencius. And a chance at a 3-point play. So Mayfield has a chance to get a little bit of an advantage here. As it's 18-14 and a free throw coming. So 2 turnovers and kind of 2 unforced turnovers for the Tigers on their last couple of possessions. Herrera spun move right into a defender to lose it in the previous possession. Then there, it just was a pass that was not, didn't have enough emphasis on it. And Tigers going to almost turn it over again. But Aaron Herrera gets the loose ball, then goes to the basket. I don't know if that was, I didn't think that was 3 steps. He put the dribble down. 1, 2. I don't know. I see that Aaron kind of does, he kind of drags a foot when he drives. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't look like a travel, but it doesn't matter if it looks like a travel to me, does it? Rivera to the top of the key for Mayfield. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Tapia. Mencius at the left wing. Mencius looks to dribble drive in, cut off by Herrera. Hamilton just came back into the game. Marcus Bryant Jr. is in as well. Hernandez getting a rest for the first time, and then a moving screen, I think, going to be called on Mayfield. The official explaining the moving screen. To the Mayfield coach, Ben Trujillo, who somewhat understood, I wish they understood, somewhat agreed with the call, and then the Tigers with another unforced turnover as Antoine Herrera Hamilton took his eyes off the ball, and then he tried to track it back down at the far sideline. Fouled the Mayfield player, so it has not been a good stretch of play here for the Tigers on this part of the floor. Will Bynum, though, going to come up with a steal as he is able to poke it away from Rivera, and Bynum all the way to the basket and finishes. 18-16. Tigers trying to force Mayfield in some turnovers here. Foster will give it up to Tapia in the right corner. He's got it. Still has his dribble, I believe, but has not used it yet. And gives it to Mencius. Mencius out between the circles. Rivera at the left wing. And then gives it to Tapia. Mencius at the right wing. 4:54 to go in the second quarter. Tigers trailing the Trojans 18-16. Rivera with the basketball. Bynum right on him. Takes it to the right wing. And now Mencius gets it out near the midcourt line. Mencius. Guarded by Bryant. And actually going to get by him, get to the free throw line, then go to the corner. Tapia. Good switching there from the Tigers. Herrera Hamilton picked up Mancias, and Bryant recovered, and now Herrera trying to steal one away, and he does from Foster. Here is Herrera all the way to the basket, and he finishes. So a couple of nice steals from the Tigers on just one-on-one, man-on-man defense, and Aaron Herrera ties up the game at 18. 4 minutes to go in the second. Here's Rivera. Rivera all the way to the basket, and then dishes to Tapia. Tapia now tries to go towards the basket. He's at the right of the lane, and then a bad pass, and we'll see a foul called, I believe, on Mayfield. It will be, and we're going to see another line change here for Mayfield as they bring on 5 players, and it'll be Covarrubia, Corona, Herrera, Gallegos, and Bayad. Tigers with Bryant and Bynum. Favela's just come back into the game. Herrera and Herrera Hamilton. Herrera Hamilton with the basketball, the right wing. Gives it up to Bryant, right quarter. Catch and shoot 3, and he puts it in. Marcus Bryant Jr. has 9 of Alamogordo's 21, and the Tigers go back in front 21-18. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. And Bayad will give it up to the right wing to Herrera. Right corner, Gallegos, a couple of jab steps. And then gets to the right wing. Driving, and going up with the push shot is Covarrubia. And the Tigers' lead is down to 1, 21-20. 3:10 to go in the second quarter. Bynum with the basketball at the center circle. Bynum looking to drive, gets right of the lane. Lost the hand on the basketball, being tipped around. Favela gets to it. The shot from in close is no good, though. Favela almost able to take it back away, but the Trojans get to it, and now they've got numbers on the other side. And somehow do not get a bucket. They'll call a foul on the Tigers on the Bayad shot attempt. They say Favela caught him on the arm. I didn't think Julian touched him, because the shot was missed. There was no whistle, and then the play continued, and then there was a whistle. That was weird. I know some officials sometimes delay their foul call, but, yeah. Bynum will check out. Jaden Hernandez back into the game. Tied up at 21. 2:44 to go in the second. Not a bad foul if you're the Tigers. That really should have been an easy bucket. It was 3-on-1. And credit to Herrera and then Favela, who came back on transition. And I didn't think he touched Bayad when he went up with the shot, but as I stated earlier, it doesn't really matter what I think. Hernandez gets the ball to Bryant out top. Goes underneath to Bloom, who just came back to the game. Bloom goes up with the shot, and Coach Nee felt like that was a foul and didn't get the call. And it seems to be the same official that he was frustrated with on that last play. I got to be honest, if it was a foul down here, it should have been a foul on Bloom when he went up with that shot. 2:20 to go in the second. The Tigers lead 23-22. At the right wing, Gallegos with the basketball. A couple of ball fakes, gives it up to Herrera. Back to Gallegos. Bayad's got it top of the key. Over to the left wing, it's Corona. Corona gives it up to Covarrubia. And the ball stays in the perimeter. Here's Bayad off a screen at the free throw line. Dishes out to the left corner. 2 minutes to go in the second. And almost an errant pass, but tracked down by Herrera near the midcourt line for the Trojans. He is guarded by Aaron Herrera. Gabriel versus Aaron here. Gabriel gets by and then gets left of the lane. Had to give up the pass. Bayad gets the ball at the right wing. Misses on the 3. Hernandez grabs the rebound. Hernandez pushes up the floor. Gets it up ahead to Bloom. Bloom to Bryant. Left corner. Open for 3. It's no good, but he will be fouled. And Marcus Bryant Jr. will shoot 3. So 9 points for Marcus Bryant Jr. He's 1 of 2 at the line. And Marcus makes the first. 24-22 with 1:34 remaining in the second. Second free throw good as well. Mayfield will sub in Ruben Rivera as Gabriel Herrera checks out. And Marcus makes all 3 from the line. He's got 12 of Alamogordo's 26 points in this first half. 1:31 to go in the second. As Mayfield brings it into the front court. Corona holding it over at the midcourt line, far sideline, and Herrera Hamilton steals it away from him. Tigers on the fast break the other way. Herrera Hamilton finds Herrera, and he lays it up and in. Timeout for Mayfield, as the Tigers have taken a 28-22 lead with 1:11 to go in the second quarter. We will take a break as well. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Tigers up by 6, and you're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Starting the basketballs, we cross 1 minute to go in the second quarter. 28-22, Tigers in front. As the ball's in the left corner. Now Foster at the left wing. Dribble drives in, gives it up to Covarrubia. Covarrubia dishes it off on a nice feed to Gallegos, and he gets an easy shot from about 5 feet out. 28-24. Tigers, with 40 seconds to go, have the basketball. Hernandez into the front court for Alamogordo. Finds Herrera at the left wing. Herrera will give it up to Bloom out between the circles. Bloom is going to be tripped up as both Foster and Gallegos converged on him. Coach Trujillo thought that Bloom hooked the players, but I think he just tried to dribble between them, and inbounds goes to Hernandez. Hernandez, the left wing, gives it up to Bryant. Long three from Marcus, and he makes it. He is on fire tonight. 31-24, Alamogordo in front with 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Foster at the right wing. Now out between the circles, over to the left wing. Rivera ball faking a drive all the way to the basket, unable to finish. Herrera fouls Rivera and helps him up after he crashed to the floor. And with 6.6 seconds to go, Rivera will go to the free throw line. Not a bad foul for Aaron there. Didn't at least make him earn it at the free throw line. And Rivera will make the first one. Sub for Mayfield, a couple of subs here. Tigers will also sub out Bryson Bloom. Looks like William Bynum, Julian Benitez back into the game. Rivera misses on the second, but the rebound grab by Mayfield. Put back not good, 3 seconds left. And then another put back, and that one is good. Coach Nee unhappy with on the rebound, as felt like it was an over the back call. And still having the same discussion with the same official. It's interesting because on the Mayfield side, you have the Mayfield coach unhappy with one of the officials. Alamogordo's unhappy with one of the other officials. And then you've got the third official who really hasn't had the ire of the officials and all of that. So it is what it is. The shot ended up being good there from Hector Gallegos. and it ends up being a 4-point difference at the halftime mark. I don't know if that means if you're an official, you're doing a good job. If both coaches are equally upset with you, or they're not doing a good. I don't know what to say in regards to that, but it is halftime. We've got the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show coming up for you here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019, and we'll return to Las Cruces right after this.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today, oterofcu.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers in front 31-27 at half. And Marcus Bryant Jr. having himself another great game. He has been the go-to guy offensively for Alamogordo over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 games. Has really stepped up and made some big shots. And tonight he has, 6-12? He's got 15 points. 15 of Alamogordo's 31. Very impressive for Marcus, and certainly has shown spots of that throughout the year. But, that guy that's going to go out there and score you 15 to 25 points, Alamo really hasn't had that from anybody this year. I think Marcus was the first player in that Centennial game last Thursday to score more than 20 points in a single game, I think. And there may be somebody I'm forgetting in there, but I don't believe so. And that's because the Tigers have been really balanced in scoring. A lot of different guys getting involved. So it hasn't so much been that there hasn't somebody that's been capable of it, but the way that they play, it hasn't necessarily been one guy that's really, been able to light it up for the Tigers. And so that's a nice thing certainly to have here in these final few games of the season. Spread out otherwise, though. 4 points for Antoine Herrera-Hamilton and Aaron Herrera. 2 points each for William Bynum, Matthew Granados, Ethan Grinder, and Bryson Bloom. For the Trojans, 9 points for Hector Gallegos, 7 for Christian Covarrubia, 3 points for Caden Tapia and Zayden Saucedo, 2 points for Troy Mancias, Samuel Bayad, and 1 point for Ruben Rivera. Both teams have had stretches where they've been a little careless with the basketball, so I mean it's been kind of even from that standpoint. There haven't really been, either team getting a lot of offensive rebounds happen here and there, and nobody's really dominated on that side of things. I think the Tigers have probably shot the ball a little bit better than Mayfield has overall in this game, but it's kind of been what you expected going into it, that this was a very even matchup between the two sides. And, the Tigers, second quarter were able to pull away a little bit, and Mayfield right there at the end got a nice possession. They got a free throw and a 2-point shot to bring it down to 4. Tigers probably should be going to the break up by at least 6. But, that's one of those that you'll just have to deal with that if you're Alamo and see if you can come out strong. Mayfield, when these two teams played the first time, came out of the half really strong and were able to pull ahead. And the Tigers fought back and grabbed the lead. So we'll see what the second half brings. You got to think it's going to be a close one between these two sides. Don't you go anywhere. At halftime, it's Alamogordo 31, Mayfield 27 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show, and we'll return to Mayfield High School right after this.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
When life is in full swing, First National mobile banking app provides a useful solution to help you manage your finances. Check your balance, pay bills, or deposit a check. Banking on the go, anytime, anywhere. This is Susie with First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. Second half ready to start. Mayfield will have possession right to left in the second half for the Trojans, left to right for the Tigers. Tigers begin with Bryant, Herrera, Hamilton, Favela, Bloom, and Hernandez. Rivera with the ball out top. Comes off a screen from Corona, still with the basketball. Tried to dish it inside. It was deflected right back to him. Bayad in the left corner with it. Bayad got cut off and picks up his dribble and gives it back to Rivera. Now Bayad at the left wing with it. Now between the circles finds Corona. Now Gallegos, left wing to Corona. Left corner, it is Foster with the basketball. And the Trojans working on the perimeter. All the way around to the right wing, Gallegos. Now to Rivera. And at the left wing, Bayad gives it up, top of the key. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. Bayad working right of the lane. Bayad back outside to Rivera. Rivera working left of the lane. Finds Gallegos. Gallegos up with the shot and finishes. Lots of passing and eventually leads to a bucket for Mayfield. And they cut it down to a 31-29 difference, almost a full minute off the clock there. Hernandez will hand it off to Bryant. Bryant at the right elbow tried to feed a pass that was deflected. Feed a pass to Bloom, who was double teamed, but it last deflected off a Mayfield player out of bounds, and Alamogordo will keep possession. That was not much there. Favela will get it to Hernandez at the right wing. Finds Favela. Favela double teamed as he got right of the lane. Ball was deflected away, but he tracks it down and has it out midcourt. Hernandez with the basketball. Finds Bryant, right corner, and he will fire up the two. Shot's no good. One of the rare misses for him. And then losing the basketball as he was coming up the floor. Coach Nee thought there was a push on Bryant as he was trying to get to it. And then the Trojans just turn it over all by themselves coming up the floor. So it'll be Hernandez bringing it into the front court. Right corner now, it's Favela. Favela tried to squeeze it into Bloom. Ball's going to be deflected away. And up ahead they go to Rivera. Rivera to the basket and finishes. See, there's a perfect example of kind of a similar drag foot that Aaron Herrera does. That got called for a travel earlier, and I thought Rivera did the same thing there, but what do I know? 31-31. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Favela top of the key. And at the right wing, it's Hernandez. Jaden to the free throw line. Foster on him. Gets it to Bryant. Bryant to the free throw line. Good feed to Bloom. Bloom to Hernandez in the right corner. Hernandez able to split a double team, get to the basket, and lay it up and in. Jaden Hernandez with 4, and Alamogordo retakes the lead, 33-31. 5:26 to go. Third quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And Rivera out near midcourt. Rivera gets to the elbow, double teamed, has the ball taken away for a second, and Tigers kind of gave up on the possession. Good block by Favela, though, as Corona tried to finish in close. And the Tigers will come the other way with it. Favela with the basketball. Finds Hernandez left open, fires up a three, and he rattles it home. It's 36-31, and Jaden Hernandez with all 5 of Alamogordo's points in the quarter. And Mayfield coach Ben Trujillo wants a timeout, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Shout out to all of our Tiger Sports sponsors, which would include Local Credit Union, the Winner's Circle, First National Bank, Ochoa Stucco, Otero Federal Credit Union, and Ryan Richardson Motor Company. And on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it is Alamogordo 36 and Mayfield 31. Trojans will go out with Fernando Corona, Samuel Bayad, Hector Gallegos, Tyson Foster, and Ruben Rivera. That's their normal rotation, I think, of starters. They had obviously switched that up for their senior night. Tigers back with their starting 5, Herrera Hamilton, and Hernandez, Favela, Bloom, and Bryant. Rivera with the ball, right wing extended. And he'll work it to the right corner. Gives it up to Bayad. Bayad back to Rivera. Tigers running the zone. Foster to Bayad. And a nice fake pass and then a drive to the basket by Gallegos. Gallegos faked the pass to the outside and then moved to his right and kind of got Favela off balance. Here's Hernandez. driving to the basket, lays it up and in. And a nice attack of the rim by Jaden Hernandez. He's got 7 points in the quarter, all of Alamogordo's points in this second half as we hit the halfway point of the third. That's now 9 total for the game for the Tiger freshman. The ball at the left wing and to the top of the key, Rivera. They work it around right corner with the basketball. Foster, a little bit of dribbling and gives it up to Gallegos. Now Corona going to fire up a three. Shot's no good. Rivera, though, grabs the rebound. Shot blocked by Favela, and Herrera Hamilton gets it up ahead to Bryant. Bryant finds Bloom. Bloom, nice pump fake as Bayad flew by, and Bryson Bloom gets the bucket. 40-33, Alamogordo in front with 3:26 to go in the third. Some good defensive stops down on this end by Julian Favela. Kind of had a misplay on that bucket by Gallegos, but was able to make up for it on the very next possession down the floor. That's what you like to see. Here's Rivera working towards the baseline. Still working towards the baseline, and they'll call a pushing foul on Hernandez, and that was the right call. He was kind of using his offhand or his defensive hand to kind of push off on him, and apologies, folks. Not sure when we dropped off there, but it's Alamogordo 42, Mayfield 33, and the Tigers coming down the floor. Bynum had the ball knocked away. A loose ball, though, comes to Jaden Hernandez. Three is no good, and Mayfield grabs the rebound. Ethan Grinder had just made a bucket off of a missed three from Marcus Bryant Jr. Bryson Bloom on a fast break also made a bucket. And driving to the basket and getting fouled, Julian Benitez looks like he is going to pick up the foul on his opposite number, Christian Covarrubia. Nope, actually it's going to be Grinder, who came across on the help defense that gets called for the foul. Covarrubia has got 7. Not a lot of fouls in this game. Not been a story at all. Not a lot of free throws either. Covarrubia makes 42-34. It is Grinder, Bryant, Hernandez, Benitez, and Bynum, as both free throws are good. 42-35, 1:47 to go in the third quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Hernandez will bring it into the front court, guarded by Mancias. Hernandez picks up his dribble, gives it to Bynum at the right wing. Bynum now looking for some help. Gets it to Benitez, who works baseline to the basket, and I guess just lost the handle by himself, but going to the basket and finishing is number 41, Zayden Salcido, on the fast break. It's 42-37. That possession just didn't look good all over for the Tigers. The on-ball defense from Mayfield was causing them problems. Hernandez has got it, top of the key. Hernandez trying to work past his man Mancias. He does to the basket. They're going to say a foul before he was into the shooting motion. Coach Nee badly wanted that three-point play opportunity, but the Tigers will just have an inbounds baseline left. Sub for Alamogordo. Aaron Herrera will check in for Marcus Bryant Jr. Now the Tigers had pushed it out to a 9-point lead. Mayfield has scored the last 2 buckets. Grinder gets the inbounds. He catches the ball and gets called for a travel. So must have shuffled his feet a little bit. I couldn't see his feet from here. He was surrounded by a couple of players, but never dribbled, but I thought he got to it and caught it, but he must have short-stepped a little bit. And then losing the ball into the backcourt. They said that was a deflection. I don't think so. And then to the other direction, it was Gallegos to put it up and in. It certainly looked like the Mayfield player just lost it in the backcourt by himself. Here is Hernandez getting into the lane, going up with the shot. Again, lots of contact, nothing called. Now it's a battle on the floor. And then while on the floor, looked like the Mayfield player threw an elbow at the Alamogordo player. They're both on the ground, and it looked like Salcido kind of laid into him with the shoulder while he was on the ground. Benitez didn't seem bothered by it at all, but I don't know. That was a lot. Inbound's going to be deflected by Mayfield as Covarrubia touched it, and Alamogordo was very close to 5 seconds. Will get another chance on the inbounds. Herrera will get it to Grinder. Grinder hands it off to Bynum. Bynum, pull-up jump shot from the baseline is no good. Rebound going to be grabbed by Mayfield. They try to push it up the floor. It was deflected initially, but Mancias got to it. And it's Gallegos out near the midcourt line. 9 seconds to go. Gallegos drives down the lane. Shot was blocked by Herrera. Mancias corner three is no good. Really good defense by Herrera, and then the luck of the bounce there almost led to a wide open three there for Mayfield, but they couldn't can it. But Mayfield with a nice little rally there as they score 6 straight points and make it a 3-point game, 42-39, as we go to the fourth quarter. You're listening to Tiger Basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And there was a scramble for the ball on the floor between Aaron Herrera and one of the Mayfield players, and the ball deflects out of bounds. They'll say it's last off of Alamogordo. 42-39, Mayfield trails Alamogordo on the Richland Motor scoreboard. Out in the left corner, Mancias gives it up to Herrera. Now they give it up to Tapia. Just playing kind of a three-man game here. All had to be a travel. Getting in the lane, missing the shot was Tapia. Now on the floor was Gallegos, and they're going to say Mayfield called timeout. I don't think anybody had possession of the basketball there. Both coaches were trying to call timeout, but nobody had the ball. Now it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. Your leading scorers, by the way, as we're into the fourth quarter. Marcus Bryant Jr. with 15. Jaden Hernandez has got 9 for the Tigers. For Mayfield, it is, 9, 11, 13, 15 for Hector Gallegos. And Christian Covarrubia has got 9. So the Tigers trying to hold on here over the final 7:22 of this game on the Richland Motor scoreboard. Hernandez, Bynum, Grinder, Benitez, and Herrera on the floor for Alamogordo. And it'll be Gabriel Herrera to inbounds for Mayfield. Mancias gets it on the inbounds. Had kind of an open look at three, decided to dribble out of there, and gives it up to Gabriel Herrera. He's guarded by Bynum. Back to Mancias. Mancias gives it up top of the key here to Tapia. Now it is Herrera who gets the ball back from Mancias. Mancias, the left wing. Goes out top of the key here to Covarrubia. Now Mancias works top of the key, trying to work right in the lane. Gives it up Gallegos. Gallegos to the basket, can't finish. Rebound by Hernandez. Jaden up the floor to the top of the key. Bynum with the ball in the right corner. And they'll call a pushing foul on Gallegos, who was right up on him and just kind of kept pushing his body into him, and then was upset that he got called for the foul there. But at some point, you can't keep pushing them with your body and moving them out of the way. Marcus Bryant Jr. into the game for Alamogordo. He'll inbounds and get it to Grinder. Grinder in the low post. Feeds it outside Hernandez. Hernandez working baseline. Oh, how he stayed in bounds there, but gets it to Bynum. Bynum, step back three, no good. Rebounds. Herrera Hamilton gets it, then feeds to Hernandez, and Hernandez with the layup. 44-39, Alamogordo leads with 6:18 to go in the fourth. Just a strong rebound from Antoine Herrera Hamilton, as Rivera brings in the front court for Mayfield. To Mancias. Herrera Hamilton tried to step in front and steal it away, and then as he came back through, they'll say that he hit Mancias on the hand with the shot attempt. And it'll be 3 free throws for Mayfield and Troy Mancias. Mancias will make on the first. 44-40, Alamogordo leads. 6:04 to go in the game. Second one is no good. And the third one misses as well. Rebound, going out of bounds, saved by Mayfield. And working his way to the basket, Corona goes up with the shot and finishes. Now that's Tigers not boxing out particularly well. And a wonderful feed from Marcus Bryant Jr., but Herrera Hamilton couldn't finish in close. And then on the rebound attempt, going to get called for a foul. And it'll be Mayfield basketball. (44-42), and Mayfield can tie or take the lead here with 5:47 to go in the fourth. No team has had a double-digit lead. Tigers had taken it out to 9, and Herrera Hamilton maybe a little worse for wear after that, as he is stretching it out on the sideline. Bryson Bloom is into the game for the Tigers. Corona, cross-court pass. Hernandez tried to steal it away, and then Rivera, as he was going up with a shot, just lost it all by himself. And here come the Tigers the other way. Hernandez finds Bryant, open for 3 in the corner, and he puts it in. He hadn't made a shot in the second half, but he buries one there and slows down that Mayfield run, 47-42, with 5:18 to go in the fourth quarter. 3 on the other side, and answering right back is Fernando Corona. 47-45. Tigers just didn't get out there and defend. Here is Hernandez finding Grinder, who gets the easy lay-in. And both teams with some lax defense on these last pair of possessions. 4:55 to go. Alamogordo leads 49-45. As Foster's got it the right wing over in the right corner. It's Covarrubia who gives it to Foster's. Foster spin move into the lane. Now it's Corona who fires up a 3. Shot no good. Bynum will grab the rebound for the Tigers. Will up the floor. Out between the circles with the basketball. Bryant will set a screen. And then Bynum threw it to the wrong spot, and it'll be a turnover. Coming up the floor with it, Covarrubia will find Foster, and Foster will lay it up and in. Unforced turnover there for Alamogordo. Here is Hernandez all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Great second half for Jaden Hernandez. He's now got 13 or I should say he's got 15. 13 of those 15 in the second half. 51-47, Alamogordo leads. Halfway point of this fourth quarter. As we're under 4 minutes to go in the game. Tigers staying in their zone. Rivera's got the ball out between the circles. Rivera top of the key, now to the left wing, gives it to Corona. Foster, now over to Rivera, who's at right wing extended between the circles. Corona, Foster in the left corner. They go to the left elbow. Covarrubia, jump shot, no good. Grinder grabs the rebound, gives it up to Hernandez. Hernandez will race up the far sideline to the top of the key. Spin move to the basket, lays it up and in. What a finish there, and Coach Nee wants a full timeout. 53-47, that was absolutely beautiful from Jaden Hernandez. And the Tigers in front by 6 with 3:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Full timeout on the floor. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All others subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, 53-47. The Tigers in front. And I think Coach Nee wanted to talk to his guys and make sure they're playing solid defense on this side of the floor as Rivera kicks out left corner Bayad. Now Covarrubia will give it up to Foster, right wing extended. It's Rivera. Rivera will give it to Foster. Mayfield's not very fast with what they do offensively. They've still got time to kind of run what they normally do here, but to be a little bit tougher for that now. Rivera, the top of the key. Give it up to Bayad. Bayad to the free throw line. Fires up the jumper. No good. And Favela grabs the rebound. He'll give it up to Hernandez. Hernandez, cross-court pass to Bynum. Bynum to the basket. Goes up with a tough shot with the right hand and finishes. That was not easy. It was really good defense from Mayfield. Right of the lane. But Bynum with the strength to power through it. Tigers up by 8. 2:23 remaining. Foster going to fire up a long three. He hits it. Mayfield needed that. Nobody got out there to guard him, and it was maybe a little bit longer than he would normally shoot it, but Bryant into the front court. Gets it to Bynum. Bynum's going to be tripped up as he goes toward the basket. Mayfield sideline wanted a backcourt there. They felt like Marcus had come across the timeline, and when he passed it to Will, he was not across the timeline. It was really close. I don't really have the angle to tell that, but 2:08 remaining. Tigers up by 5, 55-50. Herrera will inbound for Alamogordo. Bynum checks out. Inbounds to Bloom. Right back to Herrera. Herrera works in the lane, goes up with the right hand and finishes. A little give and go there, and Aaron Herrera with 6 points. Just been such a solid guy off the bench for the Tigers all year long. Here is Corona. Gives it up to Rivera. Rivera works the lane. Gives it out to the left corner. Bayad fires up a three, and he puts it in. And it's a 4-point difference, 57-53. Bryant will bring it to the front court for Alamogordo, 1:37 remaining. Bryant trying to no-look pass to Bloom. And they'll call it travel. And Bloom is a little worse for wear after that. Coach Nee was upset that he didn't even have the basketball. He got shoved. I mean, he really got kind of pushed down to the floor, landed on the ball, never had it in his hands. And he's pointing, Bryson's pointing to his head now. So, I mean, they called the trap. I mean, he never had it was underneath him, but he never had the ball. And he didn't move with it either. So, I mean, there have been some calls that I just don't understand at the end of the day. And Coach Nee still having a discussion with the one official. And it doesn't matter at this point. It's going to be Mayfield basketball in a 4-point game with 1:33 remaining. And so it looks like they're doing a concussion check now on Bryson. And for some reason, the official who had made that call went over to Bryson afterwards. And so, I mean, I don't know if he's saying, hey, I missed that one or what, but it looks like he's okay. The athletic trainer for Mayfield is heading back over to the Mayfield side. So Foster's got the ball at the right wing, looks to drive in, kicks it to the corner. And then a little bump from Herrera Hamilton leads to a foul call. 1:14 remaining. 13 foul in Alamogordo, so one more foul to give for the Tigers. Baseline right inbounds. Rivera looking to get it in. Finds Bayad. Right corner three is no good. Favela's got the rebound for Alamogordo. Hernandez got the ball from Favela, and he was fouled by Corona. And it'll be Alamogordo basketball. Sub for Mayfield. Bayad checks out. Mancias comes in. Grinder's going to come into the game. Herrera Hamilton will check out. And Mayfield going to run some backcourt pressure. They get it to Favela, who finds Hernandez. Hernandez will push up the floor all the way to the top of the key. Finds Favela. Tigers don't need to be in a hurry here, but a nice give and go there. Herrera going up with the shot is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Coach Nee thought there was a foul. I think that was actually pretty good straight up and down defense from the Mayfield player. And with 1 minute to go in the fourth, it's Mayfield basketball down by 2 possessions here. And Rivera will bring it into the front court. Rivera over at the far sideline, guarded by Bryant. 50 seconds to go now. Foster gets the ball. Foster out to the corner to Bayad. Bayad will find Rivera. Rivera works the lane, stops, and finds Foster cutting along the baseline, and the reverse is good for Tyson Foster. 36 seconds to go. Tigers up by 2. Hernandez with the basketball. And they're going to foul Hernandez at midcourt. And they'll still have to foul one more time to put the Tigers at the free throw line. Bynum will come in for Herrera. So I don't know if Mayfield will foul immediately here. Tigers, most everybody on the floor is a pretty good free throw shooter. Bryant. And then we got a whistle away from the basketball. They'll call a foul on Mayfield. And it's going to be on Corona. As I think he was holding Hernandez. And Jaden will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I mean, for Mayfield, that's not the worst thing because no time ran off the clock. Important for Jaden to make the pair of free throws. Well, he makes 1. That's certainly big. And I think Coach Nee is going to want a timeout if Jaden makes the second free throw. Jaden makes both. And a full timeout by Coach Nee. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 30.6 seconds left in this game. It's the Tigers 59, the Trojans 55. And we'll return to Mayfield High School right after this here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Mayfield into the front court with it, and ball's going to go out of bounds. That should be last off of. How was that last off of Alamogordo? It went off of the Rivera, just straight out of bounds. Oh, goodness. That's a break for the Trojans. They'll keep possession. It'll be in the corner at the near sideline to inbounds. 23.8 seconds to go. 59-58. Certainly didn't look like a Tiger player touched it, or if they did, it was off the Tiger player and then deflection. Here is Rivera underneath the basket, kicks it out right corner. Three on the way is no good from Corona. The tip for the rebound is good for Gallegos. 13.9 seconds to go. Tigers just could not squeeze the rebound there, but they do still have the lead. And as long as they get a clean inbounds here, they'll have free throws to shoot on the other side. 59-57. We'll go ahead and keep it right here this time. Let's get you your leading scores in this one. Kind of a story, two halves. It was Marcus Bryant Jr. in the first half who had 15. He has 18 now. Jaden Hernandez here in the second half has, 17 and 19 for the game. Similar to the Centennial game last week, those two guys really paced Alamogordo. Ethan Grinder's got 6. Bryson Bloom has 4. And Aaron Herrera has 6. Antoine Herrera Hamilton with 4. And I think we mentioned Will Bynum had 4 in there, but every little bit of it important in a close game like this. And now it's, can Alamogordo make their free throws? You know how badly Mayfield would like to steal one here at the end on senior night. Well, combination of things here, obviously. Got to get the inbounds in cleanly. They do have 3 timeouts. I believe they're also able to run the baseline here. So they don't have to stay, or Jaden does not, who's the inbounder, does not have to stay in one place. Inbounds to Marcus Bryant Jr., and he'll be fouled quickly. And so Marcus will shoot a pair of free throws, and 12.2 seconds left. Maybe not quite ice this game away, but it'll be pretty darn close. It would have to be a quick bucket on the other end for Mayfield if he does make both. Now, if he only makes one or none, obviously this is a much different story here. Marcus 4-5 at the line in this game. And misses on the first. Well, at minimum, Mayfield will have a chance to tie it. They may have a chance to win it here with 12.2 seconds remaining. Questions for Alamogordo, do you think about fouling? Not if you're only up by 2. Marcus misses both. Rebound out to the corner. Bayad lets it go out. It's last off of Alamogordo. And the Trojans down by 2 are going to have a chance here. Coach Nee's going to call a 30-second timeout. Well, that's tough for the Tigers. And now can they play good defense here? Mayfield's probably been a little bit better at shooting it from the outside here in this fourth quarter. It's what's drawn them closer here of the final little bit, but See how the Tigers want to play this. So we'll see what the Trojans decide to come up with. Are they going for the tie, or are they going to try to find something outside? Tigers, unfortunately, have had, one particular one that I can think of a heartbreaking defeat, which was to Portales. Half-court three-pointer that took it to overtime. And then, trying to sit here and think, I feel like there was another one, but I think that's the one that stands out. Tigers really haven't had that last-second shot go in for them this year. We'll see what Mayfield comes up with. 10.4 seconds remaining. Tigers up by 2, 59-57. Corona to inbound for Mayfield. And gets it to Gallegos. 8 seconds. Gallegos up the floor. Gives it to Corona. Corona out to the corner. Bayad three. He hits it. Coach Nee is trying to call a timeout. There needs to be some time added onto the clock, but Bayad has given Mayfield the lead. There's not going to be much time on the clock. Now that's brutal for the Tigers. And we'll see how much they're going to add to it. Tigers will have to go length of the floor. Tigers played it pretty well. Bayad was defended in the corner pretty decently, but and still haven't seen what they're going to add to it. They're talking. Person who's running the score the score book and now the scorer's table, and well, they put it at 3.1. Well, that's more than I thought it would be. I thought it was about 2, but what I will say is Coach Nee was calling the timeout as soon as the bucket was made. And now they're running the timeout clock. So we'll see if they're going to change that up or if they're going to keep it at 3.1 is what I'm curious to see. 3.1 is a lot of time. Kudos to Mayfield, though. They made the buckets down the stretch, and for Alamogordo, just not hitting free throws there at the end when they needed to. So we'll see what the Tigers can do, and still waiting to see if this will be 3.1 seconds. So it's 2, not 3.1. So that makes it a little bit, we'll see. Tigers have got 4 guys standing right at the midcourt line. It's a give and go. Hernandez from half court. And Hernandez felt like he got bumped as he was going up with the shot, but that is going to be all she wrote. And Alamogordo comes up a little bit short here on the road, 60-59 to the Mayfield Trojans. We'll come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Tiger Basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Congratulations to the seniors on your final game. Finish well on the road, John.
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All others are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. Tigers lose a heartbreaker to Mayfield, 60-59. Tigers had the lead pretty much second quarter on and led the entire second half. And Mayfield led for about the final 3 seconds of the game. And the Tigers just couldn't get stops down the stretch. And two crucial free throws right there at the end weren't able to make them. If they make those, not a guarantee. But gotta get some of those stops, and certainly, I think what they had a 7 or an 8 point lead, and were unable to over the final 3 minutes there, just get stops when they needed to. And I don't know, in games the Tigers have leads, that hasn't happened a lot, but man, they've had a couple of heartbreaking defeats this year. I was talking about, unfortunately, the Portales game at home, and then this one here, and they've had some close wins as well against Clovis and Espanola Valley, and here or there. But 10-14 now for the Tigers, 2-6 in district after the defeat there, and we'll try to bounce back on Monday against Las Cruces. They unfortunately we'll see what happens over the final couple of games here, because I don't know if Mayfield has Gadsden left on their schedule. I think they do. I want to say that's one of their final 2 games. So likely Alamogordo will be back here for a district tournament game unless Gadsden pulls off an upset over Mayfield. So good chance the Tigers are here. We talked about that was the big thing for Alamo, just to play for here towards the end of the season was maybe to get a home district tournament game, and I think that one's probably has gone down the tubes a little bit there. So that's unfortunate for Alamogordo, but one of those, I guess, learning things for kind of an inexperienced group. They were a little shorthanded tonight, but played well for pretty much the whole run of the game. I thought Mayfield played well too, and just couldn't finish it off. 19 for Jaden Hernandez, 18 for Marcus Bryant Jr., 6 points for Ethan Grinder, Bryson Bloom, and Aaron Herrera. 4 points for William Bynum and for Antoine Herrera Hamilton. For Mayfield, Hector Gallegos had 17, and Christian Covarubia with 9. Ruben Rivera had 3, 5 for Fernando Corona. Tyson Foster had 7, all in the fourth quarter for him. 3 for Troy Mancias, 8 for Samuel Baez, 6 of those 8 coming in the fourth quarter, including the game winner. And then 5 points for Zayden Salcido. Again, 60-59, your final score. Mayfield defeats Alamogordo as the Tigers lose in the last couple of seconds and can't quite clinch things at the end. Tigers will be back home on Monday. I don't have a final score for you in the Alamogordo girls. They were down at half 20-11. So we'll be sure to post the final score for you guys up on our Alamo Sports Facebook page, on X at Charles Winicky. You can find me there as well. And you can find all of our area high school sports scores and other stuff, schedules, things like that over on our Facebook page. Thanks so much for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show as the Alamogordo Tigers fall on the road here to Mayfield 60-59. And we will return you to ESPN Radio here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019. We hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
When it's time for your favorite meal, visit the Brown Bag Deli, where great subs and salads are made to order and satisfaction is always guaranteed. Stop by 9th and Washington or call ahead for quick and convenient takeout, serving boar's head meats and quality cheeses. Brown Bag Deli is the ultimate destination for sandwich lovers and salad lovers. Your taste buds will thank you. Brown Bag Deli, 9th and Washington, delivering exceptional service and unbeatable taste. Open 7 days a week. 575-437-9751.
I was driving